What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite jealous hater Apoc, and welcome back to the channel where I analyze things that sometimes don't really matter. So I'm sure by now you all know the story of this lame anime character known as Digitalprincxss, and I really don't think I need to dive deep again into what happened because I already made a couple videos on it, and to be honest, it's getting a little stale for me. But to just quickly sum it up, she's the girl who left her 4-year-old son home alone at night to do whatever. Anywho, Marilyn Manson over here decided to finally respond to the situation and to all the haters, and finally give her side of the story, even though it was all just word salad. Said a lot of things with no meanings at all. Real shocking, huh? But today we'll be breaking down all 3 of her responses because, you know, someone who keeps going on and on and on about how they're not going to talk about personal and private matters just keeps on keeping on. Okay, get ready for some gaslighting. To all my friends, supporters, and people who are interested in my life outside of social media. Oh god, here we go. In the first sentence, we're already at it. Pulling the whole people are obsessed over my life rhetoric. Shit makes me want to barf. It's not an unknown thing that people are drawn to drama and controversy, especially based around public figures. But let's not pretend that 99% of her followers aren't the ones asking questions or giving her grief. Just go to her damn comment sections. I've never seen such a ratio. And yes, her actual life is her business, but you can't blame others for roasting you as a parent. You came online and flex that you're a good mom, and then pull these shenanigans. That's not how this works. And her receiving all the so-called hate online is the consequences of her actions, which, by the way, is how you learn from them. Kids and animals are the limits of most people, and you know, I really don't want to hear,
"But Apoc, it's a private matter. We should just leave her alone and not get involved at all."
Yeah, that mentality is so utterly weak, because if it wasn't for a neighbor getting involved, you know, not minding his or her own business, then who knows what would have happened to the kid. But go off and keep that same energy. Plus, it's not like Digitalprincxss minds her own business. No. In fact, she's pretty damn vocal about how she feels about others. So how is it fair to say everyone else needs to remain silent while you're not doing the same? And I'm in no way defending Casey Anthony. She deserves whatever comes her way, but I do find it pretty hypocritical that Digital, a bad mom, who basically pulled the same crap as Casey, is speaking out about another mom while preaching about opinions. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone who has been so kind and supporting of me. So the people who are leaving hate comments all originally supported her. I know there's a few that didn't, but majority of people were her supporters. All she's doing is trying to brown nose the 2 or 3 people that enable bad behavior, and she's just going to label those that question anything as jealous haters. You and everyone else who follows me online are the reason I can say I have a platform today. I can never thank you enough. I want to answer some questions people have had for me about updates in my life. Yo, this is the same girl who keeps saying she's not going to talk about the case at all because of legalities or whatever, or her personal life, but won't shut up about it. Ever since my case was dismissed, I have been in my head about what I can do to ensure that I am growing from this experience in the most positive way possible for my family, for my fans that look up to me, and for myself. It's not an experience. You neglected your child. It's more of a bad decision or a bad move. But how is trolling the internet ensuring a positive outcome for anyone or anything? It does nothing for you aside from being vindictive. Plus, she's doing all this after she deleted her little comeback mocking video and acting like it never existed, claiming she's not mocking anything, even though that's all she's been doing this entire time. She's only now changing up her content. But Digital, you're gonna come on here and try to gaslight all of us grown adults into believing that's not what's going on? Whatever you say, Casey. Therapy is the best thing I can say I've done for myself. It's so easy to fall into the fake reality that is social media, and taking a step away and working to create the best foundation possible. So wasn't this her mentality this entire time? Then she moved to Florida to escape harassment and stalkers? How is leaving your child unattended at night creating a safe space for him? He literally was put in danger. And what the hell is she going on about with fake realities on social media? The ones who create those fake realities are the influencers, which is exactly what she did. She created a false sense of her own self, and then who she truly is was exposed behind the scenes. And now she wants to victimize herself, acting like she needs therapy. Therapy for what, Digital? Child neglect? How to not leave your child home alone at night? To go party? I highly doubt her break or therapy or whatever else is within her control or her choice. She said her case was dismissed. Usually that entails something, as in she had to go to therapy or parenting class. People like Digitalprincxss don't do therapy because they don't think they did anything wrong. Hence why her first action when coming back was to troll and piss off everyone deliberately. Pretty sure that wasn't in the first sesh. As a full-time influencer in SW, creating a safe space for my child is a must. I am so happy I can provide for my son in a way many young parents can't, and I don't want that to come at a cost. Wondering where this energy was when she left him home alone. I have always had a difficult time finding the right nanny for my child. Oh god, here we go.
I couldn't find any nannies, guys, so I just left him home alone to fend for himself, guys.
Yeah, that's much better. But as an SW and influencer, it's inevitable that I need to have my son in a progressive and safe environment while I am doing events, collabs, and shootings. Oh yeah, so she's doing this whole thing now where she claims that she was just working or whatever, but then why did she originally lie to the police about that? She could have just said she was at work or working, right? Instead of coming up with this whole laundry detergent narrative. Now, that doesn't make any of this any better. I don't know. Just seems like she's trying to pull in some heartstrings.
Guys, I left my son home alone so I could provide him a safe environment.
Make that make sense. I am so blessed to have an individual that understands our collective and personal needs. The only thing she needed was for someone to watch her fucking child. Imagine knowing you need a nanny, but when you don't find one, you just leave your toddler home alone unattended. Bruh. Let's also not forget her mom literally lives down the street. So, yeah, I trust them with the most important thing in my life, and they allow me to be able to continue my career and provide for us. You won't see Onyx in photos all the time with me. That's natural when you know what kind of people you see online, especially in this line of work. What, the people that just want to know he's safe over his own mother? Those people? Okay. We love each other and spend every moment we can together because he's the best part of my life. Again, where was that energy the night she left him? Also, although it wasn't mandatory, I decided to enroll into parenting classes with a group that can help me learn to do what's best for my family in such a unique position as an influencer in SW. So just like the therapy thing, I highly doubt that the parenting classes were all her choice. You're telling me after getting arrested for child neglect, she got off scot-free? Nah. Just like a speeding ticket, she got her case dismissed by taking a class. Nice try though, Dig. Pretend you have any control at all. Typical narcissism. I am hoping to learn so much so I can be the best I can be as a young single parent with such a wonderful son with so much potential. Man, she's really milking the whole young parent thing, huh? I have had custody of Onyx his whole life, including the last few months. Okay, so this is such an unnecessary detail that didn't need to be mentioned. Seems kind of like when she stated that therapy and parenting classes were all within her power. The fact that she mentions this custody thing is just so out of place, and it just makes me think she actually doesn't have custody, or at least full custody, which to be honest is probably the real reason why her son isn't on social media anymore. She just wants to pretend it's all within her power or her control and that it's all her choice, when in all reality it's not. Now, that's just speculation, but that usually happens with these kind of people. Just because she says her case was dismissed doesn't mean we know the logistics to it. And you know, it's pretty well known now that she's kind of a liar, a pathological liar, and tries to get out of shit. She tried to do it with the police when she left her son. So if she's willing to do that, you don't think she's willing to lie to you now? She puts more effort into being a liar and trying to get out of shit than she does trying to be a good mom. It's important that I am learning and progressing as a single parent to not only fill both roles, but to do it in the best, most educated way possible. Imagine having to be told as an adult to not leave your toddler home alone unattended. And she's talking about having to fill both roles while not having any of the instincts or intuition of either one of them. I am taking taking it day by day, and I'm already so happy with the moves we've made. Jeez, if you didn't know any better, you think she was the one that was abandoned by her mother and not her son. Thank you so much for your support, and I love you all. Remember, you are not obligated to be the same person you were yesterday. Yeah, that's not gonna age very well, but we'll get to that. But let's dive deep into her other responses on TikTok, which both completely contradict everything she just said here.
I think that they can demand answers from me about my life that has nothing to do with them. People online want to act like they know everything about my life, when in reality, you only get to see 15 to 60 second clips of my life.
Oh god, she sounds like a family vlogger.
And everybody thinks that I don't take my life serious, but I take my life more serious than you will ever know. And the internet is the one that doesn't take my life serious, because they were the ones who monetized and joked about my whole entire life. And you'll never know the emotions I've been going through these past 2 months.
Talks about people monetizing her life, yet on her end she tried to monetize child neglect. Bruh. Oh yeah, Digin, about your emotional state.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Cares.
Wasn't this the same girl who just said that people don't know her life based from 15-second clips? So why would anyone take her life seriously?
I legally was not able to speak or defend myself, and I'm also not obligated to sit here and broadcast my whole life and emotions just for your entertainment.
This comes from a girl who spreads her cheeks online for randoms. And by the way, I'm not shaming her for that, or anyone for doing that. You do you. But once you take that leap, you don't really have the right to talk about obligations anymore. She doesn't get to invite people into her life, pretend to be a relatable young mom that picks and chooses when she wants to get personal and intimate with her followers. I mean, she said that others look up to her, so thus people who are her biggest supporters are not allowed to express their disappointment in her? Sounds like she just wants an echo chamber. And what legalities is she even going on about? She had no issue gloating about her case being dismissed right from the get-go. So what's the problem now? If she can't say anything for legal reasons, then why was her first move just that upon return?
I knew when coming back online that no matter what I would have said or done, it wouldn't have been good enough for anybody. So why was I gonna sit here and try and prove myself?
Because you literally said in your Twitter statement that you're not obligated to be the person that you were yesterday. And so by her logic, since her words would never be good enough for anyone, she decides to double down and mock the entire situation.
I didn't post those TikTok videos because I think my life is a joke or that I don't take my life serious. I posted those videos because I don't take social media serious at all.
So let's put her words into perspective here. Imagine stating that you're in such a unique position that most parents don't get. Mind you, this is all based around social media. Her entire income and livelihood is tied to it. But imagine having that mentality while also saying that you don't take it seriously.
And that's what we call a contradiction, folks.
Let's also not forget she said that she doesn't want any of this to come at a cost in the way she provides for her son, yet came back with the mentality to just piss everyone off and mock the situation after saying no one's obligated to be the person that they were yesterday, as in growth, as in be better. That to me doesn't speak someone who wants to learn and grow and educate themselves. In fact, all it does is show her smug ass attitude and narcissism at work.
And to the people that hate me, those videos were for you. I didn't buy a Lamborghini, but I knew that it would make people upset because everything I've done in my life has always been wrong, and I've always been shitted on for anything I've done.
My god, she's so illiterate.
I got shitted on, guys. Meh.
Yeah, well, maybe people shit on you because your go-to after f***ing up isn't to actually hold yourself accountable, but instead to troll, make jokes, and mock your decisions and bad behaviors. Maybe, just maybe, your mentality is toxic as f***. I mean, instead of addressing everything or even just not saying anything at all,
Because it's no one's business, right?
you decide to fuel the fire instead. So by her logic, because everyone is apparently against her and no one believes in her or supports her shit actions, you know, a victimhood mentality, she thinks the best course of action is to flex a car after not paying a babysitter to watch your kid just to piss people off, wear the dress that she was arrested in, and to film outside the 7-Eleven that she lied and claimed going to be at when she left their kid home alone. Like, what? And all this was for the haters? Man, for someone who doesn't take social media very seriously, she sure does put a lot of energy into sticking it to the haters. And is still going on and on about it. Tell me you're pressed without telling me you're pressed.
And I wasn't going to change anybody's opinion with what I had to say, because no one was going to care to sit there and listen to what I had to say, and they're going to still have the same opinion. So there's no point in trying.
Remember, you're not obligated to be the person you were yesterday.
Dude, we'd respect you more if you just came out and said, I up bad, and I'm doing everything in my power to be the mom I should have been from the get-go, not the literal shit you've been doing. You've rubbed the fact your case fell through the cracks in people's faces. Now, that doesn't really sound like a hater to me. It actually seems like a supporter, someone who actually wants to see her grow and learn from this, but who also wants to see a little accountability first. And Digital not doing so, her posting all this garbage, is actually changing people's minds and opinions about her in a negative light, but only because of her own actions and behavior. She's literally self-destructing her own image by choice, deliberately, just to spite people.
To the people who still support me, I am extremely sorry. I am just one of you guys, though.
Oh god, here we go with the whole
I'm human just like you
rhetoric. Sounds like this poop stain influencer called JessFam. She spewed the same garbage after attacking and treating 3 teenage fans like garbage. As a full-grown woman too, with her little sun-kissed mama sidekick next to her. Then doubling down by dragging them online in front of their huge audiences, sending some real, actual major hate their way. Had people making fun the way they look, the way they talk, even telling them to KYS. Regular people don't do that. They don't drag teenage girls online to get bullied, just like regular people don't leave their toddler home alone at night or at all for any given reason ever. And if you do, you might want to get your trauma checked, clown.
I didn't get on social media to be anybody's idol.
No, clearly you're just doing it for money, hence why you tried to post your statement about this situation on your OF.
Social media to be myself and show everybody that I am just one of you guys and that I am a normal person.
She just said that she doesn't take social media very seriously. Pretty sure showing one's true self is a serious thing. Plus, normal people don't think,
well, everyone's against me, so I better ruin my image even further.
What a dunce.
And just because someone has a platform does not mean anything that they are more of a better person than anybody else.
More of a better person?
God, she really does need to get educated. Yeah, the only people that actually think that they are better than others are the ones who gloat and flex on social media. Now who did exactly that? And if anyone actually does think that they are better than Digital, it is only because they would never put their kid in that sort of position ever, and then upload TikToks about it, trolling.
With my time being away from social media, I have been spending a lot of time working on trying to become a better version of myself.
Which is why the very first thing she did when she came back was troll all the haters. Now she does have one more response as far as I know. There'll probably be another one soon. But this one is the most recent, and I guess we'll just get to it.
Hey, I know I keep saying that I'm not going to speak about the situation anymore, but it's been eating away at me.
What's been eating at you? The situation? You being a bad mom, leaving your kid home alone at night to fend for himself? Or was it the so-called hate comments? Just curious.
And I feel like I really need to better explain to you guys, because it's only fair for those who have supported me over the years to hear a better explanation of everything.
Oh, okay, I get it. So I guess if you support her, you get to know the inner workings and details about her life. But if you're a hater or question anything, it's a no-go. Got it?
The things that you guys want me to say and what you want to hear from me are things I would have said and done right in the beginning as soon as I came back to social media. What you want to hear are things I wish I could fucking say. If you guys don't know how legal things actually work, legally the things that you want me to say and hear are things that I can't say at all.
People just want to hear you say that you messed up, which you have failed to do. And how would that affect you legally at all? That is, unless you pled not guilty, and having any actual accountability would just ruin it, which is maybe why you took down your little TikTok comeback video.
And I wish I could. For the past couple of years, for those who have followed me, A lot of you have known that I've always taken accountability for my past actions, and I have always publicly spoken out about them and have tried to always learn and grow from them.
Oh, so when you got called out for saying the N-word, did you hop on and troll the haters by saying the N-word again? On top of that, you say you don't need to prove anything to anyone, or that no one will take you or your words seriously. So why did you have accountability before, but not now?
Legally, I cannot tell you what you want to hear from this experience. Yes, I am growing and learning from it, and you will not see that
because it's actually not happening.
You guys don't see my whole life in a 15-second TikTok.
No, but you could explain how you're growing and what you're doing to learn and educate yourself. I mean, you show your butthole online, but apparently addressing growth and how you're changing from this experience is off limits.
I want to tell you guys what you want to hear, but I can't.
My life is none of your business, guys, and I'm not obligated to tell you anything.
Where the hell did that go? But now all of a sudden she wants to be an open book but just can't?
And the other thing is that I know that I am not a perfect parent, but I also know that I am not a bad mom.
Just because you feel that way doesn't mean it's true.
Because everything I have done is for my son, and over the past couple of years I have shown you guys and proven to you that my life revolves around Onyx and all the things I've ever done for him.
So how does she prove to her followers that her life revolves around her son when she says people can't see her life or know her life based from 15-second videos? And I fail to see how doing what she did helped her son in any fashion. In fact, she literally put him in danger over anything else.
But go off, queen.
Everything I've done, it has been for him. I got into this industry so I could support me and him and get us out of crappy situations we were in. I got us out of that crappy apartment that I was living in and being stalked at.
Did she just say being stalked at? God. Imagine claiming getting into this line of work to just get you and your son out of crappy situations and away from stalkers, and then just leaving him home alone, literally putting him in another crappy situation where he was found crying in a yard where a stalker could have just easily nabbed him. The point is, the move she makes is not for her son or to give him a safe environment. She wants money to buy Pokemon bullshit and new car accessories, or spend her money on renting a Lambo to gloat and flex on randoms instead of actually paying a babysitter to watch her damn kid while she gets plowed into next week.
So I can bring him to better houses and just have like a better life, like the life that I wish I could have had growing up.
Man, she's wishing her mom left her home alone at night to do whatever. Shit, imagine how garbage her childhood really was then.
And they always say when you have a kid, you want to give him a better life than you had, and that's all I can hope for, is to give Onyx the best life that he will ever have, because I do love him and my world does revolve around him.
So much so that he's probably going to be traumatized for the rest of his life.
I'm sorry. I don't even really need to apologize to you guys, because the only one that deserves an apology is Onyx. I am not mocking or joking about the situation at all. As much as you guys want to think that I am joking and mocking it, I am literally not.
Literally the very first video she posted was talking about her case and shoving that in people's faces. I really fail to see how that TikTok video was not mocking the situation.
Any video I've made has never been in regards to my situation. It's literally to make fun of people on the internet and social media, because
she has video after video after video where she's referencing what happened or trying to stick it to the haters to what happened, or that her case was dismissed. She's mocking about it and talking about it, regardless of legalities.
It just got blown up so much, and you guys added on so many lies and rumors to it. And
what lies? What rumors? She claims people dragged her name, but she can't debunk any of it. The things people were saying were from the actual police report. What? Was the police department against you too and your neighbor? Get real.
There's no point of me sitting there defending myself from everything, because in the end, it's not going to matter what I say or do, because people will still have the same opinion about me.
Then why are you here right now?
When I made that first video coming back, I knew the reaction I was going to get from it. When I said I was going to post my statement on that website, it wasn't going to be the statement you guys all thought I was going to, it wasn't going to be about what you guys thought I was going to be talking about.
Okay, so she just admitted to deliberately mislead people into thinking that she was going to exploit child neglect and the whole situation on an adult website. Yeah, you're really not helping your case here, champ.
Social media is what I do to provide a life for my son, and I'm going to continue to be on social media to make sure he has the best life ever.
Again, the same person who just said she doesn't take social media very seriously at all, yet uses social media to provide a better life for her son. That's something that she should take seriously, but doesn't. Make that make sense. Anyways, all you jealous haters, that's about it. Not really sure how creating a better life while also creating new trauma correlates together, but hey,
What do I know? I'm a hater.
there's not going to be any growth or learnings from this. She's just doing all this to save face, even though she contradicted herself multiple times back and forth in all 3 of her responses. Let's also keep in mind, people, that instead of actually focusing on herself and her son, she seems to have found a partner, which is whatever, but I do find it odd that in a time where she's taking therapy classes, parenting classes, and trying to grow and learn from this experience, focusing on being a better mom for her son, that somehow she still found time or even the want to be with someone. One would think she'd be doing some sort of soul searching instead, but go figure, in a time where she needs to focus on herself and her son and being a present parent, she still finds time, within a month mind you, to be a selfish. In conclusion,
Bye.